Well, hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to a pick a card for the 1111 portal. The 1111 portal is a gateway, an opening to access the energy exchange between your conscious mind and the universal law of manifestation. Often thought of as one of the most important days of the year for manifestation, it brings promise of new beginnings, abundance, and higher vibrations. It brings balance to your life, harmony, and fairness. Occurring during Scorpio season, it gives you the energy and courage you need to make positive transformations in your life. But what does this period mean for you? Focus on the moon, the sun, and the star. Whichever one calls to you, a channeled message awaits. After your message, write down what you want to attract in your life and watch the 1111 portal work its magic for you. Well, hello, Pile 1. Welcome to your 1111 portal reading. If you chose the moon, this is the message for you. Now, the 1111 portal is the most magical day of the year when manifestations work quicker than usual. And this portal has arrived just when we need it the most. It's a time of ascension, transformation, and choice. And by the cards that have popped out for you this time round, I can see you are going to be affected by this portal the most, okay? There's a lot of transformation going on in your reading. As we can see from the cards, and I'll go through each individually, I shuffled these cards beforehand and they popped out just for you. But the cards are telling me, and the energy is telling me, that you've been struggling recently with making changes in your life. You may have been working hard towards something and you feel like nothing ever changes for you. You may feel a little bit stuck in a rut and be trying to increase your level of fun, enjoyment, and excitement, but also working really hard towards making a difference or adding value to your world. But they're indicating no matter how hard you try, at the moment, you may feel like you are not making progress. There's an energy here of feeling unfulfilled or disappointed, maybe even defeated in some area of your life, and you're needing to look at things from a different viewpoint. I definitely get this energy as we move through the portal of you searching for change, okay? Not only do you have the angel of death there, which signifies major radical change occurring in your energetic sphere, but also you've got the one who divines. So you're looking to the future, trying to make changes that will benefit your future self. And I actually see you making strides towards a more abundant and fulfilling life. But you have been struggling. You may have felt at every turn you've come up against a roadblock, or you may have been feeling that you've got lack of energy, or that just things are not working out in your favor, and that perhaps you've been experiencing a run of bad luck. But that's all about to change. Of course, we have Jupiter going direct from the 23rd of November, and you will also benefit from this extra blessing that is being given out. But most importantly, the 1111 portal will help you make the changes you need in your life for the better. Now, your first card here is, of course, the Angel of Death, okay? We have, I hope you can see that there, and it is clear. This card is all about creation. It's about looking at opportunities, trying to find a better way. And when we get this card, it reminds us that we are the architect of our goals, our dreams, and you're someone who actually is in control, and you are powering up as we move through this time period. But this connects to the death card. So I feel a lot of you are making radical changes in your world, closing chapters to the past and renewing your energy, revitalizing your spirits to welcome in something better. Something within you has changed. The last couple of months you've been feeling these changes already shifting within your energy field, and you're ready to follow your heart, follow your passion. And I feel like you're done with a major chapter in your life. You may be closing out friendship circles that you've outgrown, situations that have been toxic for you. You're closing those chapters and you're making way for something greater, something better for you. And as we can see, we've also got the one who divines. So some of you may actually have booked yourself a reading with a seer, or you may be looking to the future for answers for your present moment. But your guides want you to be aware that by living in the present moment, that is when you find the answers. They come towards you. Now, this card is very important because it indicates you're at a bit of a fork in the road in your life. You've got a lot of decisions to make, shall we say, about the next coming months in your life. These are big decisions. They are big, fated, fortuitous decisions that you're actually making. And it will change your life for the better, okay? When you get this card, the Death card actually represents, things that have not been going very well, closing out chapters. I mean, you've even got the Angel of Death there. So you've got two cards that are really connected to change and transformation. You are evolving, you're maturing towards something better. Think of yourself as that phoenix rising from the ashes. You've gone through difficulties, adversity, but now it's your time to raise up and embrace change. Now, when we get this card, also, it feels like you're in between worlds. Sometimes we don't know how to change our circumstances. We feel bonded to the past, or we feel bonded in the present moment and just feel a little bit stuck in a rut. But I feel you're going to have flashes during this 11 of 11 portal, where suddenly you just know. You have a deep knowingness. A lot of you actually have spiritual gifts. Some of you will be developing them further during this portal. And I feel like it is a doorway to change for you, where you sort of judge your situation, see all the possibilities that are available to you, and make the right decision for yourself, okay? This card sort of indicates that although you've gone through sorrows, there is opportunity that lies await for you, okay? Also, it points out that you do have a choice to make, and you must review. It's almost like you have to review all the possibilities to make sure you investigate many paths before you decide which one is right for you, okay? But this is a card that promises hope. As long as you don't let your current issues hold you back, it's time to move forward. You can't drag the past with you. So peer into the window of the future. See it in your mind's eye. Really open your third eye and see what you truly want to see as your destiny. And your feet will make the next step into your future, and your heart will also follow. I feel like you're being guided by your heart, of course, but you have to sort of consider all factors before you make a decision, okay? Also, they're indicating with the necklace, my guides are pointing out right now, the necklace is like a dice on there. There's a key. They're indicating that all the tools necessary for you to make the changes that you require will show up for you. You already have the majority of them with you. You're very intelligent, you're very passionate, you're very creative, you have a lot of intelligence, and you're capable of great imagination. So you are the sort of person who can visualize a better future, and it shall be so, okay? Also, we've got the one who instigates. This is a very powerful card. It indicates that you are empowering yourself during this period, and you're shedding old skin. You're renewing yourself, revitalizing that energy. I mean, it says Queen there, Regina, of course, male or female, not a gender-specific reading. It's all about the energy. I don't assign genders to my cards. But this is about you leading with that crown chakra, knowing. The knowingness that you have struggled a long time, and it's time to receive something better. So be open to it. Also, this card indicates that you are a natural born leader. You're not a sheep. You're the sort of person who confronts any obstacles that get in your way. And, you actually have been called to be an agent provocateur in your life. Some may consider you very outspoken, or sometimes even stubborn or a troublemaker, but that's only because you speak your truth. Sometimes when people see you as outspoken or they see you as stubborn, it's because they expect you to live up to their expectations. And as I said, you're not a sheep, you are a leader. You're the sort of person who is destined for great things, management, setting up your own business, running a company. You're the sort of person who people look to for knowledge. They look to you for the answers. And although sometimes you may not have all the answers, you're the sort of person who will research them to help and inform others. But they're indicating here that you have a real gift. And that gift is for helping others as well as yourself, of course. But I just get this energy of you, having radical ideas and, rallying the troops, or sort of galvanizing people into making a difference in their world. So you're the sort of person who stands for social justice, for what is right. You're the sort of person who stands for the underdog, okay? But I feel like you are actually empowering yourself over this portal in order to make the necessary changes and almost have like a rebirth, a renewal, sort of energy that powers you through to something greater, something better. And that snake there, it's like you are coming full circle, and it's a time of reward and abundance, okay? I mean, you've even got like provocation, so it's like even when people like try to push your buttons and, you know, try to get in your path, you're the sort of person that is fuel for you. It almost like you feel the difficult energy and you use it as fuel to be successful and show people what you're made of. And you're a one strong person, okay? But the struggle that you've gone through, know that things are changing, okay? And the changes that you are making actually lead you to something better, because something needed to change. We've got an energy here of disruption, storm, disintegrate. Now, something may have disappointed you, or something may have fallen apart before you came to this reading. The Tower energy, because it's number 16, as you can see there, the Tower energy indicates you've been stuck. You've been going through a cycle of repeat in some area of your life. And it's sort of robbing you of your confidence, of your joie de vivre, that spark that is within you. Because you are like a firecracker, pile one. You're the sort of person who is like a lightning bolt to the soul. You energize people. You are fun to be with. You're exciting. You have wonderful ideas. You're adventurous. And you're more powerful than you realize, okay? But you may have felt that something or someone has dampened your flow for a while. This card indicates that you are back on track. Remember, storms come to clear the air. They come to rid ourselves of stagnancy. And the Tower energy, it's like a prison. If you've been going round and round in circles, it's time to suddenly shake things up and change the status quo. The Tower energy is an energy of breaking free from, you know, routine or stagnancy or areas where you felt stuck, okay? Because whenever you think about the major arcanas, after the Tower, we've got the Star energy, which is about enlightenment. It's about clarity. It's about success. It's actually about celebration, okay? So I feel that you're moving towards something greater. And yes, you may be worried about certain things in your life, but know that everything that is necessary for you to move forward, you are attracting at this time, okay? Also, you have to find balance in your world, especially when it comes to worrying and using your energy in an anxious way, because although this is a card of feeling energized and coffee, some of you, you know, if you tend to be quite an anxious person, they're indicating don't ramp up your anxiety by sort of topping up on caffeine and things like that, because it actually sort of hinders your energy and sort of makes you really buzz, but you'll have really high highs and then you'll have crashing lows. And they're asking you to find balance. A little bit of what you fancy, of course, is wonderful. You know, if you want that coffee to kickstart your day, go for it. But if you find that you are, you know, feeling palpitations, or your heartbeat is like, you know, skipping a beat every so often, you're feeling a little bit nervous, they want you to look at caffeine, okay? That's what they're showing me here. Now, also, you are going to find balance. Number 3 is the card of, you know, difficulties transforming to something better being on the horizon for you that you will celebrate. And we've got energized, chat, and meeting. Now, I get this energy that someone that you know, that you haven't spoken to for a while, I'm not seeing it as an ex, okay? I just want you to be aware of that. Someone who is, you know, fun to be with is actually going to reach out to you in the next couple of weeks. And they're going to ask to meet for, you know, a beverage or for dinner or lunch or something like that. They really miss you, okay? And this actually revitalizes your spirits. You feel so good, like you're walking on air with, you know, after meeting this person. So I would say when they reach out, definitely sort of connect to that person, because they help revitalize your soul. And your guides are asking you to find healthy ways to recharge yourself in terms of, you know, energy. So that's, you know, really good food, exercise routines to sort of get those dopamines going. They really want you to look at healthy ways to recharge your batteries. And, of course, as I said, things that are, not so good for you, like coffee, I mean, it's proven in some cases it's energizing and it's kind of like helps you with streamlining your thoughts. But they're asking you to find more natural ways and find balance in all that you consume. Okay, so that's not something that normally comes through on these readings, but this is something that perhaps you've been looking at or will be looking at over the 11/11 portal. I also see a very important meeting happening for you. Now, this could be whether you're working or not. This could be for your career. If you're looking for a job, there's definitely some great news coming on in, and I feel like there's an opportunity here that you will celebrate for many years to come. Also, I get this energy of if you're retired, for example, and you're trying to complete something or you're trying to accomplish something, even if it's an area of personal development, I feel you're going to get confirmation from the universe, okay? And they're actually showing me 2 coffee cups clinking together. So this could be that you will be in the store, the coffee store, and you see 2 people sort of clinking their cups, or it could be that you're walking past a bar or a cafe or something and you see 2 people clinking glasses. It is a symbol for you over the next 4 to 5 weeks, but it's mainly going to occur around the 11/11 portal, and it is going to be a mark for you to realize there is something for you to celebrate on the horizon. It's very close, okay? They want you to be aware. Now, we've got illumination, which, as I said, after the storm comes the illumination, comes the clarity. So we've got firework, unforeseen, something that is hidden from you at this moment in time. It's something really good, so don't worry. They're indicating a lot of benevolence energy coming towards you. Now, this could be because Jupiter goes direct from the 23rd, but we do feel the energy of the planetary shift before then. So I definitely get this energy of something that you've been struggling with suddenly comes to light and works out in your favor. Also, I feel you are more energized. I feel that, you are not having so many lows or so many struggles as you have been as you move from November into December, okay? Also, they're indicating that fireworks will be a sign for you that there is something to celebrate in the near future. You could be walking down the sidewalk and suddenly someone lets off a firecracker in the distance and you see those sparks in the air. They're indicating that this is a sign to look forward to, okay? Something that perhaps you've been waiting for some time, because they're indicating it's something you've been hoping for, something you've been waiting for, okay? So you're turning that pain or that difficulty into celebration and gain, but you must find balance, okay? Also, they're indicating focus, something that you're trying to change, some area of your life where you felt you've been in between worlds. I feel you're finding balance, focus, and concentration over this period. Now, also, we've got the card of planning, of course, and it says groundwork, blueprints, preparation. Now, they're indicating that preparation and good luck equals success. So they're indicating something that you've been working towards or something that you've been perhaps strategizing towards. We got number 14 there, which is the Temperance card. Something you've been patiently waiting for or working towards is headed in your direction. And by the end of November, you will have received correspondence, okay? Now, of course, November is a chaotic month. We have many different planetary alignments. Mars has already gone retrograde, so you may have been feeling a little bit low energy or a little bit like not as motivated as usual. It gives us time for reflection. So there are a lot of energies from Uranus coming through as well, which is major turnarounds, things perhaps seeming like they were certain and then suddenly falling apart. Like, for example, a friend may say, hey, do you want to meet on Friday? And then suddenly last minute they cancel and say, can we do Monday instead? There's going to be a lot of that energy floating around in the month of November because of Uranus. But this indicates that you are ready for any changes. I feel that you are prepared for anything that comes your way, but there's some really great news and opportunities headed your way as well. I would say they're actually circling number 14 for me right now. I would say number 14 or 1 or 2 days either side the 14th of November. This may be when you actually get the news, okay? They're indicating something to celebrate on that day. Now, we've also got part of fortune, increase. Now, of course, this is a card that connects to Jupiter itself. And, Jupiter is a planet of expansion, opportunity, benevolence, good luck, and better things to come. And we have the part of fortune card, which is so important because it is actually the most important lot in astrology, shall we say. So, you have many different lots. They're based upon mathematical calculations, like the distance between 2 points with the degree of the rising sign, the ascendant. And that's part of fortune is the same distance from the longitude of the ascendant as the moon lies from the sun, shall we say. That's the easiest way for me to really describe it. It probably doesn't describe it so well, but basically this is the most important one, okay? This indicates that you are someone who's very talented. You are someone who is tenacious. You don't give up on anything. You're the sort of person who actually has hidden talents that perhaps you're not tapping into. So if you're trying to find extra money, extra abundance, you could definitely set up a side hustle. Some of you may even explore your spiritual gifts as a business. So some of you may be really good at like Reiki or divining tools, things like tarot, setting up your own channel. Some of you may even like go into things like self-care, self-help for people, like meditation or yoga, Pilates, that sort of thing, maybe even counseling. But this card indicates that you are sort of going to have better fortune. You're in the flow of things, okay? Any toxic situations are being removed from your situation. They want you to, and this is easier said than done, I know, they want you to look at managing anxiety and nervousness, okay, or worry, because they're indicating that if it's something we can change physically in our life, then of course, set about changing it. But if there's something that you're thinking about that you cannot change, it is above your circumstances, or it is out of reach, you are not able to change it physically yourself, then they're indicating let it go, okay? Because you cannot worry about something that you have no control over. It's almost like delegate your energy in a healthy fashion, which is like, okay, this circumstance is worrying me. Can I do anything about it? If the answer is no, then let it go. The universe will take care of it. The more we have anxiety and fear, we actually lower our vibrations, okay? And we slow down our abundance. It doesn't mean it's not coming for you, but it's like breathe, take a moment, know that the universe has got your back. They're sending you these cards of benevolence for a reason, okay? So they're indicating that things are increasing for the better for you. So when you're feeling a moment of anxiety, we all have that, okay? To be human is to have moments of sadness, anxiety, worry, joy, laughter, happiness. We experience all of those areas. But if you catch yourself feeling anxious, take a breath. Ask yourself, can I change this? If the answer is no, then let peace fall all over your body and say, it shall be so. Whatever is meant to be will be, okay? And the universe is actually bringing you something greater. This is, going to look like a very extremely fortunate time for you. Now, if you work in things like public relations, or you want a promotion, or you're trying to be recognized for all the hard work that you've been putting into your life, or appreciated for your skills, or just being appreciated for you, this is a favorable time for sort of having that recognition, that reward, and that acknowledgement and that appreciation. This is a card of gain. And I feel, this is an energy where you will also feel like doing good, giving to charity. You're a very benevolent soul. So your sort of person is getting like almost like a boomerang. Your good luck that you've been giving out and your generosity is now coming back to you, okay? And finally, before I pull some cards for you, we got the card of celebration, and it's number 6. So something that you love doing, you're going to hear about. It is a cause for celebration. This is a card where, positive changes are taking place in your life, and you will be celebrating those wins. There's an energy here of you. Sometimes you achieve something and then you're on to the next. You never let things settle. You never let things sink in. It's time to sort of see the positive, that yes, you've had a difficult journey, but look at all that you've accomplished. Look at the journey that you've taken. Other people would have turned back. Other people couldn't have made it. Other people would have given up. but not you, okay? There is a time for celebration here. They're indicating here, pay attention to the positives you do have in your life and you'll actually attract more, okay? This is a card of you achieving goals and having a feeling of satisfaction that comes from your triumphs, okay? It's time that your patience actually pays off and there will be something to celebrate. Now, I'm just going to pull some final cards for you in real time. I'm only picking the uprights in this deck. I just want to see what else is coming towards you or if they have any other advice for this time period. But I definitely see you cutting out things like caffeine or things that are negative for you or toxic for you. Seven of Swords. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful pile 1? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to see? I mean, it's no accident that the Death card is showing up for you again. That's 3 energies. 6 of Swords, you're moving on to something better. And the 4 of Wands is celebration. So even in another deck, they're not even giving me like another message. They're showing me the same thing. But the 7 of Swords, I just want you to be aware that sometimes you may have people who come into your life who, you know, they see all your potential and they want a piece of that. Okay, so they may try to knock your confidence, they may actually try to steal your ideas, and they may try to prevent you from being as independent as you can be. Okay, they try to clip your wings, so watch out for that. Also, 7 of Swords indicates that you're the sort of person who marches to the beat of your own drum. You don't do things the way other people do them. So don't live up to other people's expectations. Yeah, that may put some people's noses out of joint, but that's their problem. It's not yours. This is your life, and you're here to make the changes that are necessary for your personal development and your experience as a consciousness in a human form. Now, the 7 of Swords also can be that you're starting something new, okay? You're making radical changes in your life at the moment. They're indicating here with the 7 of Swords, you know, keep your cards close to your chest at this time and only tell people that you truly trust, okay? The Death card signals change, of course, transformation, and you are evolving. You're the sort of person who has had a difficult path, but they have, you know, those experiences have informed you. They've made you grow. They've made you stronger. You have a lot of empathy. You've struggled, so therefore you can understand other people's struggle. You're the sort of person who, you know, you can give good advice because you know what it is to have walked a difficult path. So I definitely see the Death card welcoming something more positive in. And this is a time like a cycle of birth where you're rising, as I said, like that phoenix from the ashes, and you're welcoming in new energy. Also, 6 of Swords, you're protected at this time. Any difficulties, you're being redirected to something greater. Remember, if anything or anyone rejects us in our life, it means the universe is sending you a silver lining. It's removing the things from your life that just no longer serve you or are just not right for you. So the 6 of Swords says you're being protected, redirected to something better, okay? It is a silver lining. Also, the 6 of Swords indicates you've gone through a rite of passage, a really testing time, but now you're being guided out of difficulty, and as you can see with the anchor there are more stabilized times ahead. Some of you may even think about traveling at this time, but the 6 of Swords is like finding peace of mind, because the swords are all about the mind. 5 of Swords, the card before it, is like overthinking, anxiety, restlessness, nervousness, feeling, you know, worrisome. And the 6 of Swords is like, there's going to be a period now where you feel things are going to get easier and it takes you out of that worry. And the 4 of Wands is a card of celebration, people coming together. I definitely see you sort of revitalizing your spirits with someone from your past, because this is a card of reuniting, okay? So it's someone that perhaps you knew in childhood or at college or uni. It could even be someone that you worked with many years ago. I mean, to manifest an ex, I would say there is a possibility of bringing that person into your energetic sphere, because the 1111 portal is so heavily governing you, shall we say, during this period. But I'm picking up an energy of someone that you really loved to spend time with, is sort of thinking about you and will reach out in the next 3 or 4 weeks. I feel like it's sooner than that, okay? Also, 4 of Wands, we got the 1111 portal. The 4 of Wands always has the 4 wands, which represent the 1111 portal, And as you've got this card, it sort of solidifies my energy that I'm feeling, which is that this time period is really going to make an impact on your progress, on your mental well-being, your health, in such a positive way, and there's something to celebrate. Four of Wands also kind of indicates, and I'm picking up this energy strongly, which is like spending time with good people. If anyone is negative, if anyone you don't trust or makes you feel anxious, or you feel intuitively that they're not vibing at the same frequency as you, or there's just something that is off, the Death card indicates change. You're cutting those situations or those people out, and you're moving on, and you're not even apologizing for it, because it's a time for sort of welcoming new healthy energy into your life. And the Four of Wands guarantees a major transformation that will bring sweet music to your soul, and you will find your soul tribe. If you're looking for people who sort of resonate with you better, you're actually attracting your soul tribe at this time. And I see you going out and having fun and sort of really connecting to people on a different level as you move forward. These are friends for life, okay? Also, this is a card of making magic, okay? So this can be a time where you use your spiritual gifts to manifest strongly what you want in your life and release what you do not want, okay? So really positive energy for you, Pile 1. Remember, this time period, the 11/11 portal, is a prime time for manifestation. This whole month really is, because of Jupiter as well going direct. So I would sit down, really make a list of things that you would like to manifest, and watch it show up for you, okay? I'm just going to go and get some runes before I close, okay? I'm just shuffling them so I get the right energy. Okay. The first one we got here, really interesting, is the Sun. So that is reward, it is success, it is about the light, being seen in truth. People, not misconstruing who you are or misunderstanding your energy. It is about truly being seen this month. Also, this is a rune of victory, okay? Something that you've got in your sights, it will show up for you. It's also a sort of month of achievement and warmth, okay? We've also got, there we go, we've got the Human, okay? So this is about identifying your own needs and bringing in major self-care routines. Also, this indicates that, it is time to sort of get thinking. I mean, you have to make a decision in some area of your life because you're making changes. Some of you could be moving to a new job. With that Six of Swords, you could be relocating in terms of home. These two cards can indicate that you'll finally find where you belong or where you fit in, whether it's a new property, new home, new job, or new friends, or even a new relationship. This is definitely a time to move on, and I feel like you're having a better human experience, okay? This is a rune of thought. So this is about you being in your head, but also creatively changing your destiny with your thoughts, because remember, thoughts become things. And finally, we've got this one. I'm just going to make sure that that is clear in the camera. This is about property, okay, and prosperity. So this is about a rune that connects to the home space. So definitely, if you're trying to sell a home or if you're trying to buy a home, this will be a prime time month ahead for you to really connect to something that you've been looking for, okay? Also, this is about, where you feel like you belong. It's also a rune that indicates you are going to reach the top of the mountain, the struggle. You're going to get to the very top of that obstacle and conquer it. So it is a very exciting time for you. And I feel that although you've been feeling frustrated, this is an indication that you are actually moving out of those difficult times. Also, my guides just want to give you one extra thing, which is if you've sort of had people lie to you, cheat you, or, be dishonest with you, or just, always sort of have cliques and people just don't connect to you because you're living your authentic self, okay? And you are sort of intuitively given a lot of gifts to sort of identify those people straight away so that you can cut them out of your life and notice red flags, okay? So I'm not saying that you are a person who judges people straight away. You always give people the benefit of the doubt, but they're indicating that this is a time of getting rid of those energies, releasing them, just phasing, the Seven of Swords can literally be sometimes like quietly phasing someone out of your life because their energy is impacting negatively on your experience. So I feel like you are just phasing those energies out, and there's much better loyalty in friendships, in relationships that are headed your way as well. So I'll leave that there, beautiful pile one. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like and subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me too. Thank you so much, pile one. Love and light. Well, hello, pile two. Welcome to your 1111 portal reading. If you chose the sun, this is the message for you. The 1111 portal has arrived just in time for when we need it the most. It's a time of ascension, transformation, and choice. It's actually one of the most potent days of the year for manifestation. So write down all you desire and watch it come to you by the end of the year. This is also a time for raising your vibrations. Portals and doorways are being opened for opportunity, so pay close attention to the signs. Now, I shuffled all the cards that you see here for you. They popped out for you. I will be doing some live shuffling right at the end there. But these cards are indicating that you're going through a deep personal transformation, a major development in your life. You may have felt like you've taken a bit of a step back from the usual everyday in order to go deeper searching for answers. We actually call this hermit mode. So you may be cutting yourself off from your usual friendship circles, or even, becoming a homebody in order to go through major personal development and healing, okay? And that's okay. They're actually indicating that you are someone who has a lot of insight. You actually have a lot of spiritual gifts, and you're a very deep thinker and a very sensitive soul. I would say, pile two, that you are an old soul, and you've been to this lifetime many times before, and you're not really readily impressed by glitzy and shiny things. And sometimes you may feel that that puts you apart from other people. It's not that you're elevating yourself above other people or that it is ego. It's actually that you see things from a different viewpoint. You have a lot of wisdom. You may feel very mature for the age. Even if very young, you are always very mature. You tended to watch things, absorb things. You are the observer on the outskirts looking in, okay? But also they're indicating that you are very spiritually gifted. You have a lot of talent spiritually. You have moments of insight, flashes that you may be developing further as you move throughout this time period. So I feel like you're being given the gift of insight as we move throughout the 1111 portal. You get clarity on areas where you've felt you've been struggling. You suddenly see the way. The pathway is being made clear for you. And I feel it's time to embrace that pathway and move forward. After a long period of being a homebody or in a hermit mode or self-reflection mode, your guides are encouraging you to find that passion within yourself once more, rise up and follow the prosperity path that you truly are meant to receive. Now, the first card you've got here, I was going to go to this card, but they've actually asked me to go to this one first, okay? So this is an important card for wisdom. They're indicating how intelligent you are. And this card also indicates from a very young age, even from a child, you just knew things. You didn't know how you knew things, you just knew. There was this deep intuition, this all-knowingness about you, which actually sets you apart in your wisdom as well. You are the sort of person who you can see through the subtext of a conversation with a person. You can actually see the undercurrent of situations. You're really good at reading body language as well. You just have that intuitive nature about you. But sometimes that can be a blessing and a curse, because when one person is telling you something, you can actually see something else. So it makes you naturally withdraw from that person because you do not trust what they're telling you on the surface, because you know something else is going on beyond the surface. Your guides are asking you to find balance. Allow a person to show you who they want to show you in that moment, and have discerning. If your intuition tells you that something's not right, please trust that intuition. Notice the red flags, but also allow that person to reveal parts of themselves that they're willing to reveal in each moment, because you're not an open book yourself, beautiful pile 2. You're actually someone who is deeply secretive and very private. but you are the person who has the insight. You can see other people's lives, and sometimes you can expose them for who they truly are, and they don't like it. So your guides are indicating, imagine if someone wanted to expose you and your secrets. And your guides are saying, of course, if a person is betraying you, or if they're being dishonest with you, then, call them on their BS. That's exactly what you're here for, and that's exactly what you do. But allow a person to slowly open themselves up to you so they can reveal their truth. You don't have to have their truth all at one go, okay? Even though you've got a thirst for knowledge in this lifetime. They just want you to be aware that everything needs to find balance in your life for you to enjoy your experience as a consciousness in a human body, in human form, okay? Now, the next card we've got here is the one who enfolds. Male or female, not a gender-specific reading. It's all about the energy, okay? Normally, I'd go to this card first, but my guides really want you to have this one because the energy they're giving me here is that you are in a very deep personal transformation of self-care and personal development. It's almost like you've wrapped yourself up in yourself, and that's not due to ego. That's because you're in a self-protective measure. Some of you may be healing, but I get this energy of you finding comfort within yourself, finding yourself. You know your inner voice, but I feel this is about finding self-care and protecting yourself from people who do not deserve your energy, because you've come to this lifetime with a lot of insight and light. Darkness tends to like the light. Also, people who have had major trauma likes the light as well. So actually, you are a beacon of healing and sanctuary and support for people who do not have it readily available for themselves. So you tend to be a really good friend and someone who is great at inspiring others. But sometimes you doubt yourself, wonderful pile 2, and your guides again are asking you to find balance. During these moments of self-care, remember what's so awesome about you, your gifts, your talents. You are learning, even though you've been to this lifetime many times. You've actually experienced many things. Each time you come back to this earthly plane, you're learning something new. So allow yourself to be curious and open yourself up to extra knowledge, okay? Because it is coming towards you. Now, of course, as you can see, it says swathe, embrace, self-care. And I'm probably saying this word wrong. Her name is Atriente. I probably am saying that wrong, okay? Atriente. Which actually my guides are giving me. It means to embrace. Embrace this period of self-care and comfort, okay? This is a card that tells me that you truly sort of respect your own independence. You're very, very strong, pile 2, because you've had to be. You have had a difficult journey up until now. And of course, you may find that you're still struggling and seeking answers. But this is a card to remind you that you're strong enough to take the journey that you've been given and that things are about to change for you, okay? Also, this is a card that indicates that you are learning more and more about yourself the more you go inwards. You are protecting your many, many layers, but you're delving deep. You're being asked to protect those layers from people who do not deserve your energy, okay? Be careful with your precious self. This card indicates you need to make a distinction with who deserves your energy and who does not, okay? Also, I feel sometimes, pile 2, you tend to be misunderstood or undervalued in some area of your life, whether that's in love, whether it's in your family unit or in your career. But you will show these people, and they actually appreciate you, but they have not given way to showing you this. Okay, but in the next 4 to 5 weeks, they'll actually show how much you mean to them and how appreciated you are in each area of your life, okay? Now, you may have called yourself a late bloomer, okay, because my guides are giving me those words, late bloomer. But they're indicating, even though you're an old soul, and you may feel like you're a late bloomer, it's because you're taking time, you're unfolding, you're becoming. Allow yourself to become, allow yourself to believe in yourself, okay? And I get this energy as well, that the more deeply you know yourself, sometimes the more satisfied you are with yourself, but actually the more dissatisfied you are with the world, okay? Of course, change starts from within. You are the change that the world needs. You're actually raising your vibrations, but your guides want you to be aware you also need to embrace your passion. Although you're deep thinking, you need to embrace passion, energy, and vibe off the right people who are your soul tribe, good company, and you're here in this lifetime to create wonderful connections with other people. So whilst being in hermit mode is actually instrumental to your personal development, it can also impede your development as well if you stay in hermit mode for too long. So watch out for that, okay? Now we also have ponder, delay, confidence. They're indicating there's something here that's on your mind, something you've been wrestling with, okay? Something you've been holding back, trying to get a new perspective on. They're indicating here that you will find direction. The light, the answers, the truth is coming to you, okay? Now when we get this card, Mora, this is actually a doorway itself that she's standing in. So this portal is going to be a portal for light for you at the 1111 portal, okay? This is an indication that you are starting to illuminate and believe in your own gifts. You're actually being given the gift of insight, where you can see how talented you are, that passion is actually your power. And even though you're very talented and very gifted, you do not believe in your talent sometimes, or you doubt yourself, or you doubt your path. You're actually being encouraged to take the next step in your life. It's a big step, and you're being encouraged to embrace it. Also, I feel like you're going to be moving forward in some area of your life, some area where you have hesitated due to fear, or something you've been thinking about, whether it's you're pondering the next move in life, or you're trying to change some area. Even if it's a personal development experience that you've been holding yourself back from, I feel like you're going to embrace that during this period, okay? You're being encouraged to let yourself shine. Let that inner light shine, okay? Also, with this card, they're indicating set those fears aside. It's time to summon the courage, have confidence, act, trust your talent, and step into the spotlight. So some of pile 2, you may actually be people who are very creative, very sensitive, and actually, I know it sounds sort of in counterbalance to your energy, but some of you may actually be famous in your lifetime. Some of you are naturally gifted at acting, music. You're so sensitive, and you find such beauty in the everyday, in not just the beauty of life, but also the beauty of sorrow. You're a very deep soul. You can see all aspects of life. So your poetic soul is something that can lend experience and words, voice, music, emotions to creative pursuits, like, as I said, art, acting, things like that. And you will find that you're going to be famous or be in the spotlight. It may be somewhere where you feel uncomfortable, or it's not something that you seek, but because of your talents, it will naturally seek you, okay? So the light will naturally seek you. This is a period of transformation where you suddenly empower yourself more. The 1111 portal is giving you the gift of empowerment also. Now, they're showing me blockages, okay? And I'm just going to touch this here and see. Now, this may be in communication. Sometimes you're so deep, you know what you want to say, but when you actually go to find a voice, it's almost like your throat chakra is blocked, or you cannot pin down exactly how you feel, okay? They're indicating, now this may be coming from childhood. Were you the sort of child that the adults, when you were younger, they were like, you should be seen and not heard? Or there was a very sort of chaotic household where you felt always in fight or flight mode? There's an energy here that's coming through that it's in some way obstructed the way you communicate with others, or you feel you cannot truly voice what you want to say. Even though you're very honest, you lead with integrity, you've got a lot to say, you're very intelligent, you're actually very witty. You find, cutting comments sometimes easier than opening up and being vulnerable with other people, especially when it comes to deep friendships and love. So it may be something in your childhood that your guides are asking you to look at as we move through this 1111 portal. Number 34 indicates you will be moving on from this difficulty. 34, when you reduce it, 3 plus 4 is 7, the number of the chariot, which means you're removing the obstacle, you're removing the blockage, the obstruction. And I feel like it's a period of outpouring. So you may feel a little bit more sensitive than usual, especially since we've got Uranus in the mix, the planet of great change and turnarounds and, sudden sort of bursts of energy and emotion. So you may feel like suddenly like bursting into tears, or you may feel sudden moments of joy, or suddenly you feel angry. You're going through a very deep process over this 1111 portal. So allow it to flow. You're actually going through a very cathartic period where you're releasing any past grip that has obstructed your journey, okay? Also, we're getting fire. So you're turning any difficulties into your passion, okay? You're actually someone who is very feisty, very, competitive. You're actually someone who is a natural born leader. And as it says here, life is forged where there has been destruction. And I feel, Pile 2, that you have known destruction in your lifetime. You have known what it means to start over. You have known what it means to have lost. And you have known what it means to be redirected. You're being asked to think of all those moments where you felt things did not go well for you. Those moments were taken away as a silver lining to direct you to something better, okay? When you reduce number 30, you've got 3, and 3 is the number of the Empress energy. You were meant to go through a very deep period of self-reflection to know your worth, to look at your value, and to nourish yourself with healthy friendships, healthy relationships, healthy working experiences, and, healthy thoughts about yourself, to love yourself, that you're brimming with potential in this lifetime, and that you are actually someone who is beautiful both inside and out, okay? So that is why you may have had difficult experiences, because it was forcing you to go inwards, to love yourself fully, to become stronger, and to see how great you are and your true potential, okay? Because your guides walk with you. During this period, it's going to be very creative. So I feel some of you may be called to write, or have moments where you want to experiment with art or music. This is going to be a very creative phase for you. When you think of fire and the earth, because we have earth over here as well, it's a regenerative experience. So we burn away the top layer of soil, the thing that we do not need, and we expose the rich, solid ground earth beneath it that is fertile, that is abundant, that actually helps, plant us and root us in a more stable position. And then we start to grow. That's when the true work starts to begin, okay? As I said, you're being asked to find balance in this lifetime. If I can just grab this. Okay, you have Libra balance. Of course, you may have Libra placements, but it's more about the energy, okay? You're someone who has really deep feelings in life. You're very sensitive emotionally. You're a great lover. You are a great romantic partner, and you're a great comrade with people in your soul tribe as well. You've got their back. They can trust you. You're loyal. You lead with your heart, okay? When you get this card, it's an indication that you may have yearned for something that you cannot quite put your finger on. And that's probably because you are an old soul. Nothing really, truly impresses you apart from other people who have a good heart, who stand for what is right, integrity, honesty, faithfulness. You like the little things in life, okay? You're not impressed by the sparkly big things. Now, of course, you will earn a lot of abundance in this lifetime, but it's not something that truly fulfills you, okay? As I said, this whole lifetime you've been asked to find balance, and that's where you may have struggled in certain areas because things get tipped out of balance, or you may find that you've had a lot of chaotic experiences in your life because you're being governed to find balance in each situation, and then you find the test, and then you move on. This card is an indication that you're someone who's very charming. You're someone who is very attractive aesthetically, but also inwardly as well. You have a love for art, for music, for literature, okay? And when you get this card, this indicates that your thoughts are very important, okay? Libra is a sign of air. Your thoughts really do become things. So watch your thoughts. Always lead with positivity and love. And I know it's difficult sometimes, especially since we're going through difficult experiences as humanity right now, but they're indicating the more positive you are, especially during the 1111 portal, the the more abundance you're bringing into your life. It's number 19, which is the number of the sun. So your guides want you to be aware that you're actually attracting a lot of prosperity at this time, a lot of meaningful relationships, either with the people that you already know, you're deepening those connections, or you're actually attracting more people into your life, new experiences, new energy, and you will find that these people are your soul tribe and they're vibing at the frequency that you are at the moment. Even though you've withdrawn into your shell, you're actually vibing at a very high frequency. So manifestation during this period is super high, okay? So I would say write that list because you're attracting things at this time. You've got the labradorite crystal here. And this is, it connects to magic because number one, the magician card, but this is a very strong crystal for manifestation, but also for healing, okay? It gives you high vibes, actually protects you, and also helps you during period of financial worry. It actually prevents you from financial losses. So it's a very important stone to keep by your side and also to keep away any negative energy, okay? So you're being asked to find perhaps some sort of stockist to buy one of these, or if you have one of these, it's important to keep it by you, maybe hold it once a day as you try to manifest what you truly are hoping to achieve in this lifetime, okay? And we've also got the quest. As I said, even though you're an old soul, beautiful pile 2, you've actually come to this lifetime to be curious, okay? You may feel that you have a thirst for knowledge, and you may find that you actually begin many things in this lifetime. Lots of different projects. You may feel like you go from one project to the next, always trying to fulfill yourself as a human, having an experience. This is a card that indicates that there may be some new beginnings in your life over the next 4 to 5 weeks, okay? You're going to embrace those things with optimism, and actually there is financial reward. The things that you've been working on are actually going to bring a lot of growth, potential, and prosperity in the next 4 to 5 weeks. It says here, be tenacious when seeking out new opportunities. Learning new skills can help you manifest your dreams and achieve your goals. You may even discover a new side to yourself along the way. That's who you are, beautiful pile 2. You're always searching, soul searching, diving deeper, developing yourself, always trying to enhance your experience in this lifetime. And your guides are really impressed, okay? You may notice that you're having a lot of 7s in your reading. 34 when you reduce it is 7. Then of course you've got 52, which is 7. So 777 is actually going to be a very important number for you. But they were giving me 333 as well before I even started the reading for you. There's something here. Right now, I'm just getting judgment card energy where you may be wrestling with renewing your path, or there's a fork in the road for you right now. You're asking bigger questions. Is this the path I'm meant to be on? Is this meant to be my mission? Is this my life? How can I bring more excitement and change into my life? Well, there is more on its way. I feel like you can't be a homebody forever. I feel like you're coming out of a comfort zone. Some of you may actually embrace a new hobby by the end of the year. It doesn't have to be something you pay for, but I feel it's something that you could transform into a job or a second stream of income, a side hustle, if that's what you're hoping for. But I really get that you are the sort of person who invests in everything you do 100% with your whole heart and soul. And now is the time to reap rewards, okay? They want to indicate it is a time to reap rewards. Now we've got the eagle. So as I said, you've been in a period of self-reflection. You've gone inwards, looking for answers, looking for the details. But your guides are asking you to also see the bigger picture. When you get the eagle card, this indicates that you are going through a major transformation. We've got number 12 there, which is hangman energy. So you may have sort of paused for self-reflection. You are gaining a lot of wisdom and insight. But the eagle is asking you now to rise up, to embrace the everyday, to come out of your shell. And actually, it's your time to soar. So don't let fear hold you back. You're not going to fail. This is an energy of you being successful. This is also an ability to see your current situation as it truly is. And with power and strength, have the courage and prowess to take flight and reach greater heights. This card indicates great changes are about to take place within your life, both spiritually and on the physical plane. This indicates you're going to access like a new dimension within yourself. And I get this energy of you being on the right path, okay? I also feel it's a gentle reminder for you to believe in your own inner strength. And if you have struggled with confidence or low self-esteem, you're being given the gift of confidence as you move throughout the rest of the year and beyond. Your guides are walking by your side and allowing you to unlock your higher consciousness, okay? Some of you may actually try to develop your spiritual gifts or actually enhance them at this time. You may even benefit from finding a mentor at this time as well. But this card indicates that you'll be able to see life from all directions, and you'll be able to make any changes of direction with ease, whether you're starting something new or whether you're just curious about stepping into a different arena in your life. You're going to do it with ease. Things are going to get easier for you. This is a card also to redirect your thoughts if the current path that you're on no longer resonates with you or no longer serves you. Same with friendships or experiences that you're having. If it doesn't appeal to your higher self, you're releasing it, you're letting it go. So allow these changes to occur. You can be reassured that you're on the right path, and that I feel like you're exploring your life's purpose, your life's journey, and you're going to be very successful on that mission, okay? And you will meet people who are meant to be on your path for a reason. They're just going to come into your life, and you're attracting them. I'm just going to pull some final cards. I'm only picking the uprights in this deck, just so you're aware. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide pile 2? What are they meant to be aware of? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to see? The deck is getting really heavy here, so I feel like you have been having very heavy energy or heavy thoughts recently, and I feel like you're trying to find a little bit more spontaneity in your life, a little bit more excitement, a little bit more action, shall we say. So I do definitely see you stepping out of a comfort zone. I mean, look at these cards that you're getting. You've got an Ace of Pentacles. This could be a new job, could be new love. There's a new energy or a proposal being offered to you. The World card indicates a period of reaching your goals and success. And we got the Emperor there, which is about strategy. It's also about people having control over you. And you're not the sort of person to allow anyone to have control over you, pile 2. Ace of Pentacles indicates that an offer is coming your way. This is a very prosperous offer financially. I feel like you're going to get some really good financial news. So if you have been worrying about that, know that things are getting better. This is also an indication that perhaps if you've been looking for a promotion or if you've been looking for some sort of elevation in your life, you're going to receive news from the universe that you're on track to receive that. All your hard work indicates you're going to reach your full potential, because the Ace of Pentacles indicates, you know, that you have a lot of potential. And even at the beginning, I was talking about all this earth. Okay, as you can see, this rich soil. I feel like you've gone through a really difficult period to break through expectations, glass ceilings, or any areas where you feel people have blocked your way or obstructed your path. You may have even come to this lifetime and, you know, really had to struggle because you didn't have the resources to be what you wanted to achieve. But you're actually going to break through those constraints and actually achieve whatever it is you truly desire, okay? Ace of Pentacles also, if you're looking for love, I get this energy of someone who is faithful and loyal coming to you, someone who is going to invest in a future with you. There's a lot of potential in this relationship, and I feel this person is really true blue, okay? So I would watch out for this person. But I really get an energy here of you investing in yourself first, and then the universe delivering opportunity and rewards for all of your investment. The World card is about being satisfied with who you are. It's about coming full circle. The World card also is about accomplishment, and you will accomplish great things in your lifetime. All you need to do is put your mind to it. And remember that anything that you feel is obstructing you is only a fear. It is only a challenge that is to be met with your passion. It is only a pathway away. You're one step away from changing your life, is what your guides just said. The World card is a card of you having a deeper understanding of who you are and the sort of world that you want to build, okay? So I feel like you are being the change that the world needs. So, small-minded thinking, but you are the change that the world needs. So therefore, the world is a greater place with you in it because of your vibrations, okay? Success will follow you. It will find you. The World card also indicates that you may move a lot in your lifetime. There may even be a major move on the horizon for you in the next 6 months. Now, this could be a relocation of home, or it could be a relocation of job. Some of you may even be setting up your own business, and I feel like there's this energy of success. Whatever you're starting at this time, you will reach your goal and you will be successful, okay? You're in charge of your destiny. The Emperor card is a card of control. So they're asking you to release elements or areas of your life where you feel you've controlled yourself for too long and it's just not feeling rewarding. So if you've been a homebody for a long time because of personal development, they're indicating find that balance. Allow yourself to come out of the cave and experience life again. The Emperor card also indicates strategy. You're someone who is, as I said, you're great at seeing a person's true intention. Okay, it's like a chessboard. You can see people and situations 4 or 5 moves ahead of the game. Okay, I feel like you're really good at seeing these things, and they will help you, they will empower you, but don't let them define you. Okay, don't attach too much importance to what other people are sort of giving you at that time. Acknowledge it, but don't let it govern your energy. So they want you to be aware of that. If you are setting up your own business, this is going to be something that's very lucrative. If you're not, you're someone who's going to reach a very, very high point in your career, the top point, in fact. This indicates that you may gravitate towards managerial, CEO, CFO, running your own business. You are going to be at the top of your game in your lifetime. And if you have retired, this is an energy of your investments growing. You may be watching the world and economics at this time and watching how this will affect your pension or affecting your 401k, things like that. You may be looking at how the world circumstances and the governments are changing policies and what it means for your finances. But know that you are protected at this time. You have a lot of wisdom. Trust your intuition. I feel the eagle is, a bird of prey. It keeps watch. So I feel like you're keeping an eye on things, and you know deep down with your intuition how things are going to go. I get an energy here of you protecting what you've worked for. I also get an energy of you being able to save a little bit more if you've been struggling with finances, or if you've just been trying to be savvy. I feel you're going to receive the answers you seek, and you're going to protect everything you've worked hard for and actually attract more prosperity as well, okay? But know that obstacles are being removed for you. I'm just going to they've only given me 2 runes for you, so I just dropped one. Sorry about that. Hope it's not an omen. Let me see what it is. One moment, please. You know what? I can see why it dropped, because actually it's got nothing on there. Nothing at all. Okay, so it's like that's unnecessary. That's why it dropped. You don't need this. So I feel like it's really symbolic of anything that you don't need. You're actually just releasing it, just like that. Just literally fell out of my hand. Okay, so the other rune they've given, wow, you got the arrow. Okay, so this is about elevation, spiritual elevation, as well as soaring really high. Arrows tend to be about being on target. This is about, you being a warrior. You've come to this lifetime. You've been strong enough to take the difficult journey you've been given. And this indicates that with courage, you will get the justice you need. Also, the sacrifices you made will be worth it, because this is about success. This is about elevation. I feel like you're on the up in your life. And remember, anything that does not serve you, you're releasing it. Okay, beautiful pile 2, that's all I have for you. I hope that helps you in some area of your life as you move through this 1111 portal. Thank you so much, and love and light. Well, hello, pile 3. Welcome to your 1111 portal reading. If you chose the star, this is the message for you. The 1111 portal has just arrived, and it's a prime time for manifestation. It's actually one of the most important days of the year to visualize what you want and call it in by the end of the year. This is a time of transformation, of ascension, and choice. It's about raising your vibrations through the 1111 portal to attract all you desire and spiritually enhance your experience as a human being. Now, I shuffled all the cards. They popped out accordingly. And what's wonderful is we have two cards here who actually mirror each other, okay? Now, I will be doing some live shuffling at the end there, but I just want you to be aware that I did a pre-shuffle on all these cards. They popped out. I never choose the cards. They popped out just for you. Now, the energy I'm picking up of the time period is that you are a force to be reckoned with. You are a beautiful whirlwind of a human being with incredible energy and light. You're actually probably a light worker. I'm definitely picking up that energy from you. You burst forth as you walk into any room and you literally light up that room. Even if you do not feel that yourself, beautiful Pile 3, it is something you actually do, and it is something you actually are. Now, you have had a difficult journey in life. You've learned from a very young age that no one is coming to save you, that you are the sort of person who is independent and a warrior or a warrioress of your own story. Many people may have commented on the fact that there's something really interesting about your eyes. You're really intense and deep. You're the sort of person who, always found yourself gravitating towards the arts. You're someone who is very creative and still has that wonderful creative spark, okay? They're indicating what a beautiful, pure heart and soul you have. And you may have had experiences in your life where people took your kindness for weakness. But actually, you are spiritually evolving and you're becoming aware of the people you can trust and the people or situations that you cannot. You're learning to watch the red flags and not ignore them, okay? Now, as we go through this 1111 portal, you're going to be given a really big boost of energy. Something you've been working hard towards that you feel is not showing up for you is actually going to surprise you at this time. Before the end of the month, there is a wonderful sort of bursting of prosperity on the cards for you. The first card we got here, we have the heart, beauty. So I definitely get this energy that some of you may have had experiences in childhood where you felt like you were not enough or you felt like something was missing, because they're indicating, shattered parts of the self. So I feel like there may have been experiences you had when you were younger that in some way definitely define who you are, but in others govern the way and hold you back. So for example, you may have had a difficult journey when it comes to love, because you may have had experiences that have broken your heart or made you feel like you've lost pieces of yourself along the way. You're actually someone who is very, very deep. And you actually attract a lot of people with your inner light. A little bit like Pile 2, not exactly the same, but there may be something in that pile for you. So you may have had a bit of a struggle to choose between Piles 2 and 3. But I get this energy here of you having walked a very difficult journey until this point, okay? Now, you may have noticed that people have always been a little bit hard on you, Pile 3, and by that I mean they may have thrown obstacles in your way or tried to hold you back or tried to discourage you or dissuade you from your dreams. You may have had a lot of haters or people who, you may have been bullied. Some people, they can see your potential. They can see that you're capable of doing so much in this lifetime, and they feel jealous. That's definitely something that's come up, and it's a recurring theme that's come up, I think, in Pile 3 energy with other readings that I've done as well. Now, this card indicates that some people are jealous of your beauty, but also of your kind nature. They try to push your buttons. They try to get a reaction from you. And this is something that perhaps you've been going through at the moment, where you feel people are putting the pressure on, or you may have felt that there's just been a lot of chaos going on around you, and you're trying to keep your center. You're trying to keep balance, okay? This card is an indication that you can have that beautiful, chaotic, wonderful self swirling within you, but at the same time, you can achieve that beautiful, harmonious sense of balance as well. You are actually a pillar of strength, pile 3, and people can see your strength. And that is why some people come along and try to knock you. They try to knock you off your perch or knock you down to their level because they feel that you are above them. And you don't make them feel that way on purpose. You're just being you. But sometimes they may feel intimidated by your energy, by your strength, because they know that you've walked a difficult journey and you survived and you thrived. Even better, you thrived. And they feel they could not do the things or achieve the things that you've done because they were just not strong enough. Now they're indicating, and I actually hate to say this the way they're giving it to me, but I will give this to you. You may have experienced a lot of scenarios with people who have had no backbone. Okay, people who were low vibe energy, who've tried to knock your goals or, disempower you in some way, whether on purpose or not. I feel like sometimes you've come across people who have not been high vibe people, okay? And I get this energy of, despite your circumstances, still you've loved, still you've supported, still you've been there for those people. And that is a testament to who you are, how strong you are. Never, ever imagine that all you offer, all that kindness, it is definitely not a weakness. It is a strength, okay? They want you to be aware of that. Now, with this card, it indicates that you're going to be crossing paths with a lot of prosperity, okay? A lot of you may have been concerned about your health in some way recently, or you've been a little bit unwell. They want you to take some time for you for self-care and try to disconnect from situations, people, or scenarios that make you feel scattered, okay? Come back to your heart chakra, come back to your center. I feel like some of you may even have thought about looking online to find out how to align your chakras because you may have felt like they were out of balance. But they want to indicate here that finding balance and stepping away from chaotic situations is important. Of course, some chaotic situations can bring creativity and sparks of brilliance. You will know which one to gravitate towards. I definitely see you being in a period of productivity, but also creativity. I feel a lot of you are working really hard towards something at the moment, and it may have been a bit of a struggle. You may have felt that you've been working really hard with nothing to show for it. No matter how much you try, it may feel like you've just been bogged down in routine and you're in a repetitive cycle. But in order to get good at what you do, because you are the master, the architect of what you do, you're so talented, you're so gifted, what you do needs sustained effort, okay? In order to be as good at what you do as you are, it requires repeat. They're also indicating that you are someone who will govern a lot of success in your lifetime due to your creative habits, okay? They actually literally just showed me 1111. So I feel a creative, you got the card of creativity there as well. But as I talked about your creative talents, they gave me 1111 in the water, okay? Because even though I'm looking at your cards and feeling the energy, I can still scry at the same time. Now, also, they're indicating that when you were a child, you may have liked performing for people, as in on the stage, or you just have this natural light about you, this glow about you, okay? One of your first cards here is fearless, justified, resistant. So I feel that you've come to this lifetime to be that wonderful warrior, to also not forget that childlike spirit who is curious about the world, who is creative, who imagines everything that is possible and brings it to life. Whenever you think about a child and their imagination, what they see in their mind, they believe. It's true in that moment. And you're being asked not to forget that level of manifestation, because thoughts are really becoming things during this portal for you. So it's important to not give up on something that you're working really hard towards, okay? And really visualize it. With this card and the energy I've got coming through, there is nothing that's going to get in your way because you are a hero or a heroine in your own story, okay? Now, this card, it says the one who resists. And it's an energy here of determination. Determination to succeed. Success looks differently for everybody, so it depends on what you want. But also a determination to overcome any obstacles or any challenges or trials that you've been experiencing. This card indicates you need to do what you need to do to get ahead. Of course, you've got a beautiful heart, So you would never step on anybody else's shoulders in order to get where you want to go. But at the same time, I feel like all the good deeds you do in this lifetime are going to come back to you. And there's going to be friends who will never forget a kindness that you did to them, and they're going to help you elevate in some area of your life. So watch out for that in the next 6 months, okay? This card is a card of fierce resistance. If someone from your childhood told you you could not do something, your energy is like, watch me. If someone in your family said, don't follow that career path, it'll lead nowhere, it's better for you to do this, you're like, watch me. If anyone tried to knock you back in the pursuit of your goals, it is a fuel for you, just like pile 1. Okay, so there's energy coming out in that pile as well that you may resonate with. This card indicates your fierce resistance comes from a lifetime of being told what you can and cannot do. And you've learned to be strong, to live life on your own terms and march to the beat of your own drum. You embrace your own voice and your own power, and you have infinite right to be yourself. This card is about you fighting for yourself, fighting for your own needs, and resisting anyone who would change who you are, whether that's in relationships, whether that's in your career. You're standing for the justice in yourself. You also are someone who's a social warrior, so you actually are someone who stands against social injustice. This is a card that indicates that there may be some anger that you will be processing over this 1111 portal. So if you have an unresolved issue that you're still angry about, I mean, we all have anger in some areas of our life, but anger is an important tool to protect ourselves. It's an important tool to recognize what is not meant for us, but sometimes it can also be like a poison. We hold it within ourselves and we are angry at another person. So it's like drinking the poison and expecting the other person to feel the effect of the poison, when really they're just going about their day and they feel nothing. They don't even realize the pain, the suffering, the anger that you're going through. So it's an important lesson in your life to let go and let it flow. You don't let that person off the hook. You don't forget what was done to you, but you release the anger so that you don't suffer and you do not bring baggage from the past into your present moment, okay? Now, also, this card is indicating that in any area of your life where you feel your power is blocked, you're releasing it, okay? You're finding a peaceful way to accomplish whatever it is you set out to do. Also, now this is interesting. I'm just going to touch this card 1 minute, please, because they're asking me to. Okay, they're indicating that you're the sort of person that actually you've learned to forgive people and give them the benefit of the doubt. But they want you to remember that your kindness is not a weakness, okay? And even though you've forgiven some people, you will never let them control you. There's just this energy here about control, okay? So I feel like you're very guarded. If anyone sort of, because you're so independent and you're so powerful within your own energy and you know what you truly desire in this lifetime, even though you're struggling to achieve that thing, you know what it is you have your eye on. And if anyone tries to control you or tell you otherwise, I feel like you cut them out of your life quite quickly, actually. You forgive them, but you cut them out because you know that their energy is affecting yours in a detrimental way. Now, we've also got the one who thrives, flourish, prosper, blossom. So you've gone through a major period of personal development. All those butterflies indicate that there. But this indicates that you actually have a very sweet look about you. Male or female, not a gender-specific reading, it's about the energy. There's something about your face, you're really cute, okay? You may actually look a lot younger than your age, and sometimes people can underestimate your power or your intelligence because they feel like you are a pretty young thing to look at and that there's nothing more to you, and how wrong they are. You're full of depth, you're full of feeling, you're full of intelligence, passion, determination, and commitment to your goals and dreams. Also, you're someone who's honest and loyal, and you have a power that is like no other. You're literally like full of energy, and there is a fire within you that knows no bounds. Now, this card indicates that your eyes actually show this wonderful, vibrant nature. As I said earlier, there's something about your eyes that people are drawn to. There's a light. There's a light behind your eyes that has a youthful kind of glow to it, okay? I just get this energy of you being a sprightly thing. Often you were the life and soul of the party, but recently you may have felt like you've had to focus on your goals and dreams, and there may be a part of you that's like, have I lost that part of myself? Have I become boring? No, the answer is no, because right now you're meant to focus on the mundane things in life, like strategizing your success, or planning the next move in your life, or thinking about setting up your own business or your soul mission. You're doing something that you're really good at, and the more you do it, the more you get in a repetitive cycle and have sustained effort. In divine timing, you will reap the benefits and the rewards. Something is there's some sort of prosperity here that is being brought to you, okay? And they're indicating there is going to be a time for fun in the near future where everything changes for you. You get back to the life that you once had. There's an energy here of you in making better memories. Happier memories are to come. There is a brighter future for you. But part of you may have felt like you've changed so much that the old you used to have a lot more fun, but they're indicating that you're still there. You just need to embrace your childlike spirit. Remember what you love doing and just do it. Take the initiative and change, okay? Now this indicates you will be successful. Success is assured when you get this card. You have a very expansive energy that reverberates all around you. So people tend to gravitate towards you. A little bit like pile 2, this pile is destined for success, okay? So if you want to be someone who is in the public eye, then you're definitely on the right track. You're going to, I feel like there's going to be this energy about you where suddenly you burst on the scene and you're successful and everybody knows your name. But they don't see the hard work, the tenacity, the drive it took to get you there in the first place. They may see you as an overnight success, bursting forth on the scene, but actually it has taken a long time to get to where you want to go, to perfect your gifts, to hone your talents, and then you burst on the scene. But I feel like you've been given a lot of energy in this lifetime to sustain that effort and thrive. You're meant to find your way. You're always meant to find a solution to anything that has been difficult. It will just come to you, okay? Now, they're indicating that a myriad of good fortune can arrive in the next 6 months for you in particular, but you'll start to see your prosperity change in the next 4 to 5 weeks, okay? Now, of course, wealth comes in many forms. A good new friend is just as valuable as money in the bank. So it's important to stay open to all the ways the universe wants to send blessings your way, okay? Now, this card also indicates that you'll be able to take advantage of a lot of opportunity that is headed your way, okay? Now, this could be in terms of a new job, a project, whether it's business or relationships. Doesn't have to be about business. They're indicating here you will have to grab this opportunity with both hands. It's coming in fast, okay? They're giving me 24-24. It's coming in fast. Major change for you fast, okay? But I feel like you've taken a long time to get to this period. But from now until the end of November, major changes are occurring for the positive for you, okay? Now, because you have worked really hard and you always feel a lot of responsibility on your shoulders to do a good job and make sure you're working and headed in the right direction, you may feel sometimes that you miss out on people's birthdays, or, you know, I get this energy of this card here. I haven't picked it up yet, but I just get this energy coming from you where you feel a little bit frozen out recently from either certain social circles or from certain situations. You felt like you've just been on the edge recently. Well, I feel like those situations are going to thaw out and you're going to embrace that period of your life once more. They're indicating that you're not going to remain in hermit mode forever, okay? Now, I do get this energy of the 3D, which is the mundane things that we have to look at. And it is about finding balance, of course. So whilst you will do the usual stuff like working or looking after your money, paying bills, calling, institutions that connect to your finances, or, going through the mundane things that we all have to do, I just get this energy of you finding balance and having creative bursts of energy where suddenly you're having wonderful projects on the go. You really standing out from the crowd, from everybody else, at how gifted you are. But this card is like reality, ego, and routine. It says most of us have to take part in the humdrum of life, and day-to-day tasks can sometimes consume us. Remember that spirituality can be integrated into your everyday, even in the smallest of things like your morning cup of tea. They're indicating here with this card that whilst you have been working really hard, it's important to find balance and time for you, okay? Because if you do not find time for you, you'll never get an opportunity to manifest. You'll never get an opportunity to connect with your friends. It's important to have that energy exchange of reciprocity, okay? So finding time, as you can see, we've got the split right down the center there as well, it's like finding balance between the two, the good stuff and the bad stuff. It's about how you ride the wave of life. And I feel like you've been strong enough to ride that wave of life and make really good decisions. And I get this energy of something you've been working towards, something that you've been strategizing. It's coming to a climax at the end of November, and it's going to burst into an element of prosperity, okay? It's showing up for you. You've got the divine timing card, so it's actually happening for you. Now, we've also got strategy, aim, approach. You're someone who is very good at building a plan and building your empire. You find opportunity where there is no opportunity to be found. As you can see, everything's frozen out here. So they're indicating this Arctic fox is, it thumps the ground in order to make opportunity appear. So from underground. So I definitely get this energy of, something unseen lying in the shadows, waiting for the right moment to appear for you. And that is a successful energy, whatever it is. Number 7 is the card of the Chariot, which means victory. So I feel something that either you've been flushing out or you've been trying to achieve. Know that you are right on target. They're indicating you're right on target. Everyone will be so amazed at what you achieve in the next 4 to 5 weeks, okay? There's definitely an energy here of you changing an approach to ways that you work. And I get this energy, I've just got to touch it one more. There may be a relationship or a friendship that you've frozen out. I feel like it's going to thaw out. This person's going to come back into your world. Doesn't have to be an ex, so I'm not saying it's an ex. I'm just getting this energy of someone that you froze out of your world. This person has really changed. They've done a lot of personal development work, and I feel like they come towards you to find a solution. Almost to sort of raise a white flag and say, peace, can we have peace? So I feel like an issue that has kept this relationship on ice is going to be resolved, okay? And this could be someone in your family, it could be a boss, it could be a co-worker, it could be a friend, could even be an ex. I just get this energy of resolution and things sort of working out better between you and that person, like an understanding. Both of you feel seen, understood, and represented. I just get this energy of, letting bygones be bygones and taking ownership. I get this energy of this person taking accountability for their actions because they miss you from their life. Okay, I feel that. Now, we've got another 7. That's why I feel like in pile 2, they had 7s as well. So I feel it's very important for you as well. We've got 43. When you reduce it, it becomes 7. 4 plus 3 is 7. They're indicating here that you're someone who's getting very organized and something that you've been working towards is showing up for you. Now, by June next year, because they're really pointing at June, by June next year, everything will have fallen into place. But you actually start to see prosperity changing for the better for you from the end of November, especially since Jupiter goes direct, okay? But I'm getting this energy at the right time. So you may have struggled for something to show up for you, whether it is prosperity, whether it's love, whether it's even the right friendships. It's showing up for you. The universe has not left you out. Look for numbers that really resonate with you. You will see a set of numbers that you cannot get away from. It's like 2121 they're showing me for you right now. You're going to be seeing that number a lot in the next 4 to 5 weeks. And I would also watch out for like 1111. Probably, on the day 1111, that's going to be important. But I feel throughout the next 4 to 5 weeks, 1111 is something you're going to see as well. Now, we've got finances. This may be something that you're worried about because there's all those mountain peaks there, which indicates challenge. So you may be worried. probably especially since we've got a lot of changes going on around the world. But they're indicating here that there is positive growth, okay? There is actually abundance headed your way. And even if you've been worried or anxious about finances, know that the universe is going to send you financial reward. I feel it's because you've worked really hard. You've sown seeds, and they're starting to come to fruition for you. It says here, you will reap the rewards of something you've been working towards and patiently waiting on. Your patience and perseverance will pay off. Okay, so it says windfall, prosperity, abundance, but I feel like this is something you're calling in. Now, this is connected to a creative talent that you have. Okay, so it could be that you have an untapped talent that you're going to explore in the next 4 to 5 weeks. Set something up, whether it's a new business, because things sprouting indicates new opportunities, new ideas, doorways and portals opening up for you. It leads to a lot of prosperity. So all those little seeds that you've sown, even remember, they want you to remember, even with the seedling, and I'm going to read that card in a moment, but even with the smallest idea that you have, know that it is turning into something important that aids your journey, okay? Now, before I go to that card, I'm going to get your 5th house card there of creativity. So you're someone who is naturally talented from a very young age, okay? Naturally gifted. And you may actually return to a gift or a hobby, something you used to enjoy doing. You're going to feel so fulfilled. You're going to remind yourself of that curious child who has that incredible imagination and that playful heart. You're really going to get back to that wonderful energy. And I feel this is going to be a time of prosperity, creativity, abundance, but also productivity. So I feel like you're going to be in the flow of things. Now this card, the 5th house card, is important because it indicates a significant goal. Something that you've been working towards is right on target, okay? When you get this card, there's actually a quote that goes along with this card from Pablo Picasso, okay? It says, every child is an artist. The problem is staying an artist when you grow up. Ain't that the truth? But I feel like it is deep within you, okay? You have a beautiful heart. You tend to try and see the beauty of the world. You're very tenacious. You are very talented and gifted. And there is something like an energized spark about you that literally lights up a room when you walk in. Even if you don't feel that about yourself, it's something that you do, okay? Now, because when you reduce 29, it becomes 11. 2 plus 9 is 11. This indicates that your soul path, whether you greet it early on in life or even later on in life, you're here to do something very creative, okay? You will be famous in this lifetime. Again, there may be something in pile 2 because that came up briefly in pile 2. But the difference between this pile and pile 2 is that pile 2, they don't really want to be in the spotlight. You are meant for the spotlight and you are going to thrive. You find your light, you find your way, and I feel like you will enjoy that level of being seen, not in terms of ego, but in terms of people being aware and appreciating your talent. So I feel like naturally you will gravitate towards a lot of success, okay? So you're meant to be in the limelight. This card is a card of pleasure seeking as well. So I feel after a long period of being in the humdrum cycle of repeat and routine, you're actually going to sort of flush out new opportunities to meet new friends. I feel like it's almost like you've been working so hard, some of your friends have literally had to drag you out to go out and have fun. But the next 4 to 5 weeks is about embracing that exciting energy, interesting things to do, okay? So whether it's a hobby-based interest or whether it's you going out drinking with friends, spending time in good company, you're definitely going to receive a lot of invitations. People have been thinking about you, they miss your energy, and they're sending invitations in the form of a text message, email, maybe even the post. There's definitely an energy of you receiving lots of invitations to events over the next 6 months in particular. If you're looking for love, you will find love at one of those events. I just want you to be aware of that, okay? Now, this energy also indicates that there are major changes happening in your life, okay? And I get this energy as well. I just get this energy of you letting your hair down because you're either completing a significant goal or you're achieving something. Something comes to a climax. Also, I would expect a gift to be given to you. They're showing me a gift in the water right now. So I feel like someone will give you a gift to let you know how special you are in their life. This could be a loved one, it could be a family member, it could be a friend or a co-worker. Please take it as it resonates, but a gift is coming your way. Also, I see a wedding invitation, whether it's to your own and you're sending them out, or whether it is you're being invited to a wedding next year, because I feel like it could be next year. Okay, you're going to receive that very, very soon. Now, positive transformation on the way here. They want you to make use of this 1111 portal by raising your vibrations even higher, maybe drawing, painting, dancing to music, singing, whatever you can do to raise your vibrations, because as you rise, you attract more abundance into your life, and you are attracting at high frequency here. This is a card, Seedlings. It's another number 29. Hope you're noticing the numerical synchronicity, okay? 29, 29. Interesting. 7, of course, when you reduce that, that's 7 as well. But this card indicates that it's time to harvest the rewards of things you've worked for. This indicates also that you have a lot of new ideas, and you will watch them grow into something really special, okay? Your thoughts really are starting to become things, so watch your thoughts. Try to be as positive as you can. Easier said than done, I know. It's extremely important, though, to think of life as the seeds that you sow, okay? Focus on the positivity, the hope, the peace of the world, dreams, desires, and love to try and achieve the life that you've always dreamed of. Now, of course, I know that the world is not a peaceful place, and it's difficult to imagine the world in a more peaceful vibration. But the more people who visualize that peace, it shall be so, okay? We are all one consciousness, so it's important to remember that it's like a knock-on effect. And you are, I get energy here where you are very high frequency vibes anyway, so I feel anything you manifest comes to you quite quickly, as long as you are in a high vibe of fun. They're just giving me this energy of fun. So have you ever noticed that when you've been having a really good time with friends and you walk away and you're like, wow, that was an incredible night, I loved it so much, I really wish this would happen, and then a couple weeks later, whatever you wish for happens. It's because you're in a high vibe of having fun, okay? So try to remain focused on the positivity, and anything in your life is possible. Now, this card also indicates that if you decide to focus on the negative, that energy, the seeds of life, will die and they'll shrivel with your negative energy. They actually did an experiment many years, I think it was last year, even many months ago, or last year or a couple of years ago, in a museum where they had 2 plants. And one plant, they asked everyone who came into the museum to say wonderful things to it. Tell it how beautiful it was, how wonderful it was, encouraged it to grow, sent lots of positive vibes to it. And the other plant, the people who came into the museum were encouraged to shout at it, scream obscenities, swear at it, tell it how ugly it was, tell it was worthless and useless. And they watered the plants in exactly the same way, fed it in the same way, gave the exact same amount of light. And over 6 months, the plant that had all the wonderful things said to it, all the positive exchanges, thrived and grew and was luscious and blossomed. But the other plant that had all the obscenities screamed at it, and all the people being mean and negative towards it, it actually died. So it's important. We are all energy. We're absorbing energy. We're giving out energy. So I feel like you're also being asked to be conscious of the energy that you are absorbing and the energy that you're giving out, because it changes your life story. And remember, you are a warrior of your own life story. You have the capability to change your circumstances beyond anything you've ever known. Now, finally, I'm just going to do some real-time shuffling. I'm going to pick only uprights from this deck. So I'm just going to see what else is headed your way. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide beautiful pile 3? What are they meant to be aware of? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to see? Curiosity, remember, be curious. 7 of Swords, interesting. I think pile 1 got number 7 of Swords as well. It is another number 7. We've also got 8 of Pentacles, work. You must be bored of having to work so hard, beautiful pile 3, but there are great rewards headed towards you. And the 5 of Cups. Let go of what does not serve you, okay? And you may have had a very difficult journey, but you're in a cycle of repair and you're in a cycle of healing. Now, 7 of Swords is a card of keeping an eye on people who, do not vibe at your frequency, people who try to pull the wool over your eyes, who've taken your kindness for a weakness, okay? And they're indicating with the Seven of Swords that you're very intuitive. The Seven of Swords with the Page of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles and the Five of Cups literally means if someone is being unkind to you, betraying you, or is not sort of vibing at a high frequency with you and investing properly in a future with you, then the Page of Wands is like, keep an eye on it. Be curious about it. Be bold, though. Be bold. Step out of a comfort zone. Eight of Pentacles is like, work on yourself. You can repair it. You're capable of repairing it. That's not a problem. But make sure it's something that is instrumental to your journey. If not, let it go. Five of Cups says, don't hold on to anything that does not serve you. Just let it go. There's something greater, something better taking its place. You don't need anything that is wanting to leave, wanting to betray, wanting to be unfaithful, wanting to be untrustworthy, all of those things. So they want you to be aware of that. Also, Seven of Swords is interesting because it does also mean that you march to the beat of your own drum. You're independent, and I feel a lot of you are doing things in your own way. You tend to do things differently, let's put it that way. Page of Wands indicates that you're so focused on your soul path, on trying to find your purpose, and that you need to step out of your comfort zone and explore new ideas and other avenues, okay? A little bit of a nudge to not get stuck in your ways. Get out there, enjoy new experiences, be curious about life. Let your passion lead you to new experiences because your passion is your power, okay? Also, remember that your ideas have value. Have confidence to dream boldly because you're capable of achieving whatever it is you set out to do. And the Page of Wands also indicates something you've got your eye on. There's news coming your way. Divine timing, prosperity is headed your way. Eight of Pentacles indicates a time of learning about who you are, but also repairing the things within you that you need in order to transform and spiritually ascend. The Eight of Pentacles also indicates that this is a period for self-reflection because 8 is a number of the self, okay? So some of you may have a calling to do some online courses or to connect to a hobby. I definitely get this energy of you going back to something that you used to enjoy, and really it gives you a lot of focus and a lot of peace of mind. And the Five of Cups. Now the Five of Cups is a twofold energy that I'm getting on this card. One is, don't think about your weaknesses. Think about your strengths, because sometimes you sell yourself short in certain areas in your world, okay? So they really want you to think about that. Also, the Five of Cups indicates anything that's leaving your life, let it leave. It means you're being protected and redirected to something better. Normally, in the Five of Cups, the person is not really aware of a situation that is healthy and growing, that is more prosperous. It is arriving for the figure, but instead they're focused on the past, or they're focused on the things that are not working. So you're actually being asked during this 11/11 portal to focus on the things that are working. Let the things that are not meant for you go. Release them. They're just weighing down on a heavy energy on your shoulders. Let them go. Let them flow. You already have something better on its way for you, okay? That is going to be very prosperous and very rewarding. Now I'm just going to get some ruin before I close. Okay, they've given me 4 for you. Wow. They only gave pile 1. They gave pile 1 3. They gave pile 2. They gave them 2, but only one of them had a symbol. And they've given you 4. So let's see what's happening for you. Okay, interesting. So we have Giant, the Giant rune. This is all about protection, okay? It also indicates that you are due some luck, because this is a rune of luck, okay? And it can indicate that if you're going through any difficulty, if you're not going to do anything or take action, then it could serve as a warning that don't bury your head in the sand, okay? So if you feel like you have to, for example, Seven of Swords can be, with this rune in particular, can be, if you're struggling with something and you're keeping it to yourself, it's just going to be more of a struggle. So it's like, seek counsel. Talk something over with somebody, reach out to someone you trust, and they can help you repair this. And you can let go of the thing that was bogging you down, and you can set yourself free from it, okay? Now we've also got, sorry, I'm just going to get this here for you. Wow, you got the wheel rune. This connects to the wheel of fortune. So there is a lot of prosperity coming for pile 3. This is an energy of the journey, to enjoy the journey, and you are making the right decisions. You're taking the right actions in your life. You're definitely on the right path, okay? This indicates as well that any plans that you've got in motion are already coming to fruition and will bring a lot more success. And we've also got, okay, so we've got, I wondered if I had it in reverse, but I don't. I have it in the upright, but I wanted to feel it because I'm getting an energy here of you being a little bit out of harmony, because this rune is all about being in the flow. It's a rune of the wind, you know, going with the flow, but it's also about harmony. And I feel that even though there is a lot of joyful situations headed towards you, you may have felt a little bit distracted or out of sync recently. And they're showing me this energy that everything is all about to come into balance for you, okay? Trust in divine timing. They're really pointing to this card. It's so important. Trust in divine timing. It's showing up for you. And finally, we've got energy. I don't know if you can see that there. It is the wood rune, okay? And that is about positivity being the key to attracting what you desire. Also, it is about your inner knowledge. It keeps going out of focus. Not really sure why this is the only rune that is going out of focus. Perhaps your energy has been feeling low recently, or perhaps you've been feeling a little bit unmotivated. But I feel as you move through this portal, you're going to get extra energy and focus, okay? Watch, it's coming to focus now. That's interesting. So they're giving me this sort of, if you're looking for love, I just want to say that there may be some trust issues here that you have, but if you are looking for love, there is a spark between you and someone new, okay? It's a very lusty connection. I do feel like it will grow into something really special, but it starts hot and heavy, okay? Don't let any trust issues get in the way. Allow yourself to let the baggage of the past go. A new person is not going to treat you in the same way, okay? So I'm going to leave that there, beautiful pile 3. I hope something resonates in that reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. It's completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me too. Thank you so much, pile 3. Love and light.